In an ideal world, we would meal prep on Sundays and have meals and a clean kitchen ready every single day. For most of us, that's just not the case, nor should it be. Plus, I feel like food tastes a little weird after 3 days in the fridge anyway. I feel like the kitchen can be a dreadful place, especially if there are dishes piled up or there's a mess on the counters and you just can't seem to find the things that you're looking for. But the kitchen can also be a great place where you can go to relax, make delicious meals, and create memories with your loved ones. As much as some of us don't want to admit it, home-cooked meals are not only good for the soul, they are better for our health and for our bank account. Which is why I'm sharing today some hacks that will help make your life a little bit easier when it comes to cooking and maintaining a clean and organized kitchen. Some obvious hacks would include meal prepping, decluttering, creating a weekly menu, but I wanted to give a little bit more simple yet effective hacks that I implement in my kitchen routine. So for the first hack, chopping up your ingredients ahead of time is something that is very useful because I feel like the most time-consuming part of creating meals is chopping up all the ingredients. So doing this ahead of time will literally chop your time in the kitchen in half, no pun intended. I like to just place it in a little Tupperware and then put it in the fridge so I can grab it whenever I'm ready to use it. Along with cutting up your vegetables, preparing your meat ahead of time is also very helpful because when you prep it and season it, it has a lot more flavor whenever it's able to marinate. I just wanted to show you guys how I prep my chicken. I usually add salt, pepper, oregano, thyme, cumin, chicken bouillon sazon packet, and then I just like to stir it and put saran wrap so I can put it in the fridge and let that sit overnight so it can have a lot more flavor when it's time to cook it. And then the next hack is reminding yourself to take the meat out the day before because it prevents you from having to worry about defrosting it last minute, which just causes more stress on your part. The next hack is putting things in clear containers. Not only does this look aesthetically pleasing, but it also shows you exactly where things are and it looks a lot more organized so you don't have to be searching for things when you're cooking. The next hack is making sure to give everything a home, especially when it comes to your Tupperware. I feel like this can be the most disorganized part of a kitchen, so making sure that you have a place for your lids and your Tupperware is just so helpful. I also noticed that the dining area or our counters can be a place to be a catch-all for random items, so making sure that those random items also have a home so you don't have to worry about having clutter all over your dining table and your counters. And it's just nice to have a nice and clean dining table so whenever it's time to eat as a family, you have a nice and clean area to enjoy a delicious meal. The next hack is keeping a list on the refrigerator because it allows you to immediately write something down that you may have run out of as opposed to forgetting about it later when you go to the store. The next hack is freezing your produce, especially berries. Not only does it preserve them from going bad, but it's also a great alternative for ice whenever you make your smoothies or parfaits or putting it in your oatmeal. It's just a great item to have on hand without worrying about it going bad. So the next hack is to clean as you go. This is very helpful because it prevents you from having to worry about cleaning up a mess later on. And number 8 is to keep your most used items easily accessible. For me, I like to have my spices right in front of me when I'm cooking, just so I can easily grab them. I also like to use my counter space wisely, so I have my cutting board, a fruit bowl, and my rice and oatmeal that I use very often. The last hack is actually a mental hack, and that's just to change your mindset towards your kitchen and try to use it as a symbol of your personal life. What does that look like for you? Is it messy or disorganized? I feel like the spaces in our home are a direct reflection of how we feel internally. So if you don't feel connected to your kitchen, sit with that and ask yourself, why not? What can you do to shift your mindset to make your kitchen a more enjoyable space versus being a burden? So that's all for today's video. I'm curious to know what are some kitchen hacks that you like to use in your kitchen. So if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. My name is Rochelle. This is Mama Mentality. And like always, I'm sending love and light your way.